He's letting them have it. And Chad.
Now Aaron Boone giving John Bacon a piece of his mind. And he gets thrown out. You can see that coming.
And this is why, you know, I'm going to tell you, Emmanuel, he saw Verdugo was about to snap. And he does that. He is so good at.
Woke up the crowd here at Busch Stadium. There was a call. Now Harper's been thrown out of the game. Play umpire Alex Tosi with a pretty quick hook for Harper, who flung his bat, flung his helmet, and now has a lot to say as he pushes Paco Figueroa out of the way.
He did not like the distance.
Unless someone said something and Moscoso ran somebody, I would think it had to be the case. Unless it was Castro. Yeah, he might have tossed Castro. Because I can't imagine Joe's out there arguing the check swing.
Rung him up.
Yeah, it's getting bad now.
That wasn't close.
No, it's getting bad now. It's been a terrible strike zone.
Big zone all night, and now Narvaez is giving him an earful, and it's tough to. He's gone.
Yeah,
He is furious.
this is about too much worth of frustration. I've never seen Charlie react quite like that.
And again, you wonder about. Oh, Bay is just tossed. Ji-Hwan Bae is thrown out.
Yeah, that pitch was in, and Bay went wild on Jeremy Rayak, who immediately threw him out of the game. Whatever he said. Oh my! I gotta tell you, naked eye, he did not swing at that. Somebody's getting a souvenir. Yay.
It was off. No, he got kicked out. It was definitely off the corner. That's a pitch Carapaz has been calling today. And here comes Brian Butterfield along with Joe Madden to protect their player.
What's the matter with you?
I agree. I think Andrew Heaney executed this pitch exactly where he wanted to. Jonah Heim so excellent at receiving and made us all think that that pitch was in the strike zone, and that made he's pretty patient here. I don't think Brad liked that call from Alan Porter. That one's been oh, there it goes. Never mind. Gabe pushes Brad back.
Of the game, and now Oliver Marmol is going to get tossed as well, and he's still getting his money's worth with Brendan Miller.
Well, this escalated quickly here, and Wilson Contreras, he came out for a little bit more. Ollie Marmol, though, got ejected in this one as well, and I think that
threw him out and then immediately walks away. Yeah, they're going to say they ran out of time.
Daza threw his bat down and just got run by home plate umpire Paul Emmel. I think I'm reading his language that that was not a bad pitch. And Ron Gideon.
Well, David is protecting his pitcher on the mound, but folks, those are balls. Trying to fight for his pitcher, but at some point you got to make a pitch. This is the 9th Cubs hitter to come to the plate. The Cubs batted around in each of the first couple of games. But the last
Thrown out of the ball game. It looked like a pretty good pitch, Ruben. And Ronald Torreyes is trying to keep Brad Miller away.
A little bit of a mismatch. Ronnie Torreyes is trying to pull him off. So he doesn't do anything ridiculous.
This started with pitches being called strikes against Ray hitters that were nowhere near the plate. That's where this started to build. And then after that,
Hinch is upset at Laz Diaz, and he's going to get tossed because Diaz and Baez were getting into it a little bit. And frustration boiling over, and Miller is thrown out of this ball game. Second strikeout of the inning.
frustrating. It's, you know, we saw Archie Bradley early in the game.
And no, Chapman is chapped with the home plate umpire Moscoso. He got tossed.
Well, did it get tossed before? Or they are
thrown out of this game. There he goes. And rightfully so. I mean, this is a tight time of the game. Got to bear down.
Cedric Mullins maybe has been thrown out of the game. Brandon Hyde's out to defend it. That looked like a very quick hook from Malachi Moore. It's not like Cedric Mullins was complaining all night.
Yeah, and this is not like Cedric Mullins. You know, he hardly ever gets upset.
Fingers, like that's the second time you've called the pitch down there. That's an automatic rejection. I mean, Hunter Windelstadt's not going to put up with that. But he's going to throw out Torrey too.
Well, this could be the one right here. And now he's officially been thrown out. And Laz going right back and forth with Skip. And you got to imagine this is a little bit of a double-edged sword here for Skip. He's upset in the moment.
Whitson, he's been ejected. David Ross gets him out of the way. But Hader gets the strikeout, 2 down in the 9th. Hits. And now Tom Helling has ejected Gerard
that's
Dyson.
The way it goes. That strike zone's been getting a little creative lately, and somebody finally had enough. He has been tossed.
Get him, Smith. I hope this changes the rule maybe in a game like that. I mean,
like when you're going over all the scenarios, well, if there's a check swing at the plate and it may or may not be a foul ball, we're not going to review that one. Well, why?
Yeah.
You know?
Gone. You can see Cabrera telling Scott Barry, that's your fault, that's on you.
Disagreed with the strike zone most of the afternoon, and he is letting him have it, and it's been a very, very inconsistent strike zone.
Yeah. Figuring it out. Manny Acta's getting in between. Now France was not happy with the last at-bat the way that it ended, and this one was even worse.
Yeah, you see it mounting up. A couple fastballs he missed in off the plate. This one.
Yeah, he's going to get tossed.
Manny Machado is tossed from this game.
Ooh, and to throw his bat off the backstop after being ejected, and he will head to the clubhouse.
And now Joe Maddon's going to come out and try to protect Carlos Gonzalez. And he just got thrown out arguing balls and strikes. Now he fires the bat to the ground. Joe Maddon tried to get there in time to save Cargo, but he got there too late.
It's too late. He's been ejected.
I've never seen Jazz that animated. Strike zone today for Adam Beck has been terrible, though. It really has been.
And Jazz just got run.
Ron Kolpa in on this. That should really help.
Can't afford that.
a strike much tonight. And Shaw barking at home plate umpire Chris Segal, close to getting tossed here, and there he goes. I think Shaw wanted to get run out of this game.
After boxing a ball in his second at bat in the third.
Tim cannot hit him with his helmet. And that's what Marley is saying. And Tony's got to get out there and get in between him so he doesn't bump him again.
Yeah, that's not.
The home plate umpire, Ramon De Jesus, And Schultz is fired up. Threw the bat. And then when he threw the helmet, that's when he tossed him.
Boy, that escalated quickly, as they say.
Very quickly. And now Schultz is gone.
Mercer thought it was low.
And Davey can't go out there and save him, and he's gone.
The Nats will strand 3.
Oh. And Blyer's got words for the home plate umpire now as well.
Yeah, well, he's telling them, I've had 3 balks in my entire career.
We're going to step aside, and if anything else happens, we'll tidy that up for you when we come back.
When second base was obviously blocked.
He wants to go out and talk to the second base umpire, and he's saying, you know, the rules in place.
And he just got tossed.
Yep. Well, Davey is hot now.
He got tossed by the home plate umpire, Corey Blazer, and he wasn't really talking to Blazer.
Everything.
David Bell just started drawing on the plate, and that's going to get Brian O'Nora, the crew chief, in to intervene.
Disgust. Jason Hayward trying to get in between, and Max Muncy's been thrown out of the game by Jordan Baker. And now Roberts has been run.
It looks low. It's about shin high. So you can't get thrown out.
And Diaz giving it as good as he's getting it, but Boone getting his money's worth. And he's showing the pitch that is being.
Went back to the iPad, went out to get his money's worth, and unbelievably, and this is not knowing the situation as we look at one of the pitches here, in what could be his last game in a Reds uniform, could be his last game overall.
It wasn't very demonstrative for sure, Paul.
Buddy's trying to stop him, and he just got run. He didn't stop walking at him, and Brendan Rodgers, this isn't, you know, this is how frustrated the Rockies are right now. So I've never seen Brendan that demonstrative.
And Snell wants to know what he did. He is yelling out at first base umpire Gabe Morales, and now Ruben Abel is coming out. Snell's going to walk right over to the first base umpire to ask. He's saying you were in the stretch when he went to pitch count. And he's been tossed.
Snell's been tossed.
Did VR just get run from the game, or is he? Because if he didn't, he's getting away with a lot of face-to-face contact. I think they ran him. I think he's been ejected from the game.
It's supposed to be automatic when you complain about a ball and a strike called.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating night for Jonathan. Wow, that didn't take much.
That was the home plate umpire. I mean, you don't know, right, unless you know exactly what's being said down there. But it seems to me like these guys have been really quick to react.
Yes.
Strike zone. He got thrown out by Will Little here in the third.
Well, I'll tell you what, Will Little needs to tuck the ears in a little bit. You're going to get that personal about a guy who's walking off, not eye contact, not showing you up between innings. And he had a couple of calls on Arenado. All he's telling him, look, it can't be down here under the zone and up here as well.
And there he goes. I understand the frustration, but too early in the game to get tossed out. The meeting necessary because the Twins had to replace Luplow for Gallo, but now the discussion is continuing between Rocco Baldelli.
Just got thrown out of the ball game. It started with some
It's usually how an argument with your wife starts, though. Really easy. A few little jokes.
Several times, no more, stop. And Franny, this isn't all about just that pitch. This goes back to the first inning.
Yeah, this is more Mackenzie Gore in defending his guy and knowing that, hey, my guy's making his pitches too. How are we calling this?
Miguel Cairo appears to be the one departing.
Down on strikes. Called out by Mike Malinsky, the home plate umpire. And Derek Shelton is out. Being warned by Malinsky. And Derek Shelton has been ejected. Derek Shelton wanted him to appeal that.
Well, I mean, that's why he's down there. That's why they.
Hernandez, and Joe may go too.
Manny Gonzalez tossed him. Right after that ball into the mitt, you could see Rosario look back and talk to Manny Gonzalez, and he threw him out. Now Rocco Baldelli is out there yelling.
And Max's argument is probably that's similar height to the previous one.
And now Muncy is charging toward the third base umpire. Dave Roberts is joining him. I wonder if Muncy's arguing that that ball wasn't tipped for strike.
And Lewis Brinson has been thrown out of this ball game. Who was ejected Monday night, now having words with another home plate umpire.
You got to understand why Skip Schumacher's out there, because he's saying, no, you can't just throw a guy out for that.
And it really dovetails into the discussion that's going to do it for Skip now, too.
One did flip the top of his own split finger pitch with some frustration bubbling up, and for the first time this year, a Cub has been ejected. Two, as a matter of fact, as Hosmer goes, and then David Ross behind him.
Go get him, Dusty.
Yes.
Go get him, Dusty.
We'll go to the 6th. It's a 1-1 game. As we were going to break, you saw the discussion, and then eventually he throws him out, and Trey's like, what are you talking about? I threw my bat and my helmet to the bat boy.
Yeah, you see right there, he said, I just threw my you-know-what to the bat boy.
Understand there is a lot more pressure on the players in uniform than there are on the umpires. And now Matt Quatrero gets thrown out.
Sometime that ball strike 3. That's a big pitch. He had base loaded 2 outs. Valentine calls a ball that he hasn't called the strike all day long. Cora goes out, lets him know about it, and gets tossed.
Well, you and I were talking in between.
Berger and Skip Schumacher both have a gripe. That is a huge at-bat, and the bat just got taken out of his hand on a pitch that was off the plate. We'll step aside. 7th inning stretch from Skip Schumacher won't be here.
Adam Beck is the third base umpire.